You love doing your dirty work from a distance, don't you? Too bad you don't have the ball bearings to fight up close and personal.
In this particular case, I will be all too happy to make an exception.
Greetings one and all, Will here back for the last review of 2012, which is fair enough. Obviously my last review was my BotCon Cindersaw, which was my Christmas one, kind of, but Christmas is gone, gone, done, dusted. We all, you know, got stuff. Obviously I know some of you got all the stuff, well most stuff you wanted. Let me just add this into this, Ray, welcome to the club. But this review is all it is, basically because Ray wanted to know if he's fab or not. So I thought I'd do a review for you, just for Ray. Just for Ray, yes. Well, that's for everyone else, and for me because he's a newish bot, and I was lucky to find the bastard. But first, let me just have a little walk through what I got for Christmas. I'm wearing one of them now. I'm wearing two things actually. I got this hoodie off my girlfriend, and it actually has, if you can't read that, my brother says I'm a dick for having this, but I don't care. Halo 4, because I'm a Halo 4 fan, and Swill 2059, which is my Xbox gamer tag. I'm sad, I know, but I like Halo. And for those who don't like Halo, well, if you haven't played it, then you can't really say anything. Sorry, you know. I've played Call of Duty, so I know to say it's okay, but I prefer Halo because Halo, I grew up on Halo, to be fair. What else did I get? Anyone remembers my last year's video? I got Family Guy season 11. I finally got season 10 this year, so I've watched 11 already, so I watched 10. If I haven't broken it by dropping it, then I'll watch that one. I get around to it now. So I got one of the new Simpsons ones, so I'm all up to date with Simpsons now. Just got the new ones out now, but that's like 30 quid, and I'm not paying 30 quid for it, so ding dong, merrily on high. I also got Transformer, what they call lounge pants. Lounge pants. Don't they look sexy? Transformers lounge pants. I also got Batman ones as well, which is nice. Both off my my girlfriend, so very nice. If that's very nice. Got clothes off her. Got a pair of slippers, which are comfortable. I'm getting old. I like comfy slippers. Comfy slippers. I got some other stuff as well. Brad, if you're watching, you should appreciate this. I got Agendum. Not just one. I got two. This one I've already built. I'm building that one soon. Because there he is, Mr. Deathscythe Man. I've forgotten his name, I don't care. He just looks awesome. I like the way he's got a poncho on. Which opens into a winged thing and a big over-the-top scythe. Which doesn't stay in his hand very well, so I've had to use the very important thing called blue tack. It's very handy. Very handy indeed. Transformer-wise, you should know one thing I did tell you in my last video I was going to get, and I got it. A purple one-eyed warrior. Obviously it's animated Shockwave in the purple colours. This is obviously one that came with the 2-pack with that little fucking stupid bumblebee, you know. But yeah, he's purple. And he's staying in this form. Because my other grey one never really went to Shockwave form, it was always long arm. So this is Shockwave. 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 And special thanks to my brother, Danny, that's his girlfriend, and my mother. She got me socks. Socks are good, handy. They pulled together and they bought me something quite nice, actually, to be fair. Full of Cybertron, Blutacassa. He's alright. He's a combined, and it actually combines quite nicely. Weird thing is, though, these two, they've actually got big hands that fold out from big hands, so you can actually have them as arms if you can figure out how to get these guys into legs. But then if you want to go to the traditional Bruticus, that's what you get. You get this. Their guns combine together to make something, but I've put them on the back because this looks silly, big long thingy. Bit flimsy in places, a bit hard to stand sometimes. I do like the head sculpt though. I do like that head sculpt. But he's nice. I don't think I'm going to have him in his other guys because some of these don't look right. Swindle for one does not look right at all. He's all flat head chest, and looks deformed. He's got like these piddly arms. Plus he's taller than Onslaught, which makes no sense. and the rest are a bit meh. The one thing I'm going to be saying, the plastic quality on some of these, it's like paper thin. It's horrible. But we're going to have to get used to that because that's the kind of shit we're getting these days. So, on to the main review itself. This is obviously Transformers Prime Dreadwing, R.I.D. Dreadwing. Funny story, yeah, Christmas Eve, we were going to my girlfriend's mum's house to pick up presents, and that's when I got the 2 DVDs, The Family Guy and The Simpsons. And I got some tumble socks, because I always want tumble socks, because I work out in the cold most times, so I need them. And on off the chance, I went, let's go to we need lottery. I was there, we need lottery from Tesco. We went to Tesco. And I walked around the top of the toil, as I do in every Tesco I go to. Saw the main deluxe ones. Well, I've got all those. I said, "You get the big ones?" So I got a Megatron Voyager size man. I looked around the back and I saw this little head pointing at me. This little head, and I was like, I grabbed it and that's Dreadwing. Buying that. After Mr. looked at me like, "Can you afford it?" I went, "Yes." But fuck it. You know, if I said, "Oh, I'll leave it and get it some other time," it wouldn't have been there. It wouldn't have been there. So I was lucky to pick this guy up. He comes with the usual shit weapons. You know these. You should know these by now. They're all virtually the fucking same. Go around so you can see it. It's just move. See, I'm going to actually dismantle this, paint it, glue it, so it stays in that form. I've got to extend the handle slightly so he can hold it. And then he's got his minigun like he's got in the show. I know he died, but it doesn't matter. And I would want to get the repaint of Skyquake in this because that'd be awesome. It obviously comes with a rather mediocre sword, but better than that, I suppose. So there he is. Now his plane mode is a bit odd because simply it looks quite nice in that way. Then you get to the front, you go, "Oh, what's that funny thing there?" Then you what the fuck happened there? The worst of it is around the back. Well, I won't say the worst. The plane mode is nice from that view. It does. The colours are the gold, the blue. It looks absolutely stunning. The transformation is quite good actually as well. It makes you think sometimes. It's one of those ones where you've got to make sure all the panels are properly together or lined up properly, or else you will not fit together. There's a lot of posts pegging into leg ports and things like that. Now the arms, I'll show you robot mode, don't actually do anything, they just clip together and sit there. So Hasbro, if they didn't have that stupid light piping in the arms for the glowing bollocks they put with the weapons, they could have easily had the arms collapsing into the wrists. Basically collapsing down into the arms, which would hit the arms completely, but no, you can see the hands. That's the one drawback of this figure, but apart from that, I think he's absolutely stunning. I think he's lovely. I love the colour scheme on this guy, I love the dark blue, the yellows and the golds. I probably will be doing a bit of touch-up work on him to get the grey more silver, less grey basically. So yeah, more paint apps than I thought he would have, but he's got nice Decepticon logos on his wings, which looks quite nice. I think it looks really nice to be fair. So let's transform this guy. I'm not going to speed it up, I'm going to talk you through this. Right, first thing you want to do, not the first thing you want to do is put the landing gear back up, because he comes with landing gear at the front. Back ones are just basically solid lumps that sit there. Okay, and then we're going to unpeg back one leg and unpeg the other leg. That's that done. Then, this is where it gets a bit complicated a bit if you don't do the right way round. Spread the legs, spread his legs as you do. These bits here, if you've got nails, or because they are quite tight and fit in there, they just pop off like so. There we go, get those off. And if you can, not yet. There we go. Pop wings up. Sorry, pop the wings up. Pop. See, I put them together so well there that when I played with them last night. There we go. Pops the wings off, and these bits will just slide out and fold forward, and you'll be using them again later. So there we go. Spin them around again. All this section needs to just come off like so. Pull it. You can do this now if you want to. Get the legs and force the crotch together. And there we go. Let's just fold the feet forward. They just fold away in the back, and these you can position them wherever. I'm not sure where he has them. I think he has them pointing up, to be fair. So there's the bottom half is ready to be done, and that's the simplest part. Now you've got to configure all this shite. Right, these bits of the wings, plot forward. Disconnect arms from there, and then separate the arms out, rotating like so, so like that. Easy. Pop this out the way. Just do that to it. Pull out, so you straighten all this up so it all clicks together. Move them out of the way, and then this section, yeah, just if it lets me do it, let me just do it. There we go. That just pops off like so, like that, and that's that done. That bit there, that's like that. You see, and the nose bit just fold out of the way. Now, see this yellow bit in the middle here? Push that, or say grab it forward, so it's like that. Easiest way of doing it, I found. And you want to push that section down, pull this up, and that reveals one head. Move out of the way for a second. You've got to aim this right. Basically fold the nose cone back a bit, fold that, and that's all got to slide into there. There's a hole there, that yellow bit's got to go through that hole. And there we go. There you go, that clicks that into place, and that just, as you can see, I'll show it again, but that just goes clip like so, which is dandy. Then, try to get this right off on camera, move the head forward and just let it sit like that. See, now this is the thing I got confused about, what you do with the wings. You can clip the wings back where they were, basically. So they sit relatively high. And you get this bit and you fold this so it holds everything, holds the wings in place. Head stiff forward a bit. But then move the arms, just like that. And then you put these, I'm sorry if this is a bit off camera, so I'm trying to do this, I'm looking at it the wrong way, it's odd and weird. These front bits of the nose become shoulder pads. And there you get the shoulder pads into place. Spin the arms around, spin the wrists around, and then you have, I'm taking me off camera so you can see, you have Mr. Dreadwing. Now, the weird thing I'm saying about this is that there's a lot of joints on the back bit for the wings. Don't know if you can see, but just here, that's a joint. It basically, you could fold it and refold it and have the wings lower down. Right. So I'm doing that. I'm putting his wings low down. Fuck him. That's how it looks on the picture I'm looking at now. So that's how he's going to be. There we go. He's got a nice mug. Articulation is a bit odd because if I move the shoulder out of the way, these bits, this arm bit does not click anywhere. If it does, I haven't found where it clicks into, or clicks into it. So manoeuvring his arms, the whole arm just falls, which is a bit irritating. But apart from that, like the only flaw I can know, in fact, is his wrists only rotate. There's no, thing going on. The head is on a ball joint, but there's the thing about the head. The head is made out of soft plastic. As you can see, the whole thing squidges, so it's really stiff on the ball joint. But then again, does it matter if the head's squashed? All these sections, all these soft bits of plastic on the edge here and bits like that, and these little kneecap things, they're all soft squidgy plastic as well. But his bot mode is quite, actually to be fair, is lovely. I like his bot mode. He's quite poseable as well. You can have him in his kind of, hello, standing to attention kind of pose. He is really nice. This guy is surprisingly nice. Now, Ray, you wanted to know if he's fab? I would say he's fabulous. He simply is. He's one of the best. One of the best. He's not the best, obviously, but for the RID part of the Prime line, you've got to give it where it's due. They've done a good job with this one, I think. This is my opinion. My opinion. I'm giving it to you. Think when you get it yourself, find out what you like about it. Find if you like it or not. I like it because I like my jet formers anyway. And the fact that I didn't want to buy another Autobot because there's fucking hundreds of those bastards. Because if I saw Magnus Thundertron and him, I would have bought him because he's a Decepticon. I have got tons of Autobots. It's only because of my Viacons. Now my Viacons basically match the number of Autobots. Size comparison. Now you have obviously he's quite big for a Voyager, for the Prime line. He's quite big. Obviously this is Dead End, and you can kind of get the he's quite tall. I think he's quite. Let's get another picture. You can see he is quite tall compared to Dead End, but obviously he's not as tall as Mr. Starscream, who is actually, to be fair, if you count where the heads are and the feet are, I think they're about the same size, even though they're not the same size. But there's my Starscream. Oh, shiny, shiny, shiny. Yeah, so he's quite big for a Voyager, considering most Voyagers now are getting smaller. Obviously the jet mode is smaller. Buy him, if you can find him. Like I said, I was very lucky to find this guy. Very lucky. I put a picture on Facebook and I got a lot of comments back basically saying, fuck, fuckity, fuck, 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 you Burke, some things like that, saying how the hell, when did you find, where, what the fuck. It's pot luck. Pot luck. I'm sure eventually that means they're here. They're in the UK for sale. £22. So, I've waffled on for long enough. I'm just going to let you have a little peek at this thing. Is there anything you want to know? Drop me a comment and I'll try and fit it in best I can. Not quite posable. Let's just put his sword in his hand. Looks a bit odd because he's got his hand permanently open, so he's like... Obviously he was voiced by Tony Todd, which was awesome. He's got one of the awesome voices he has. As you know, he was the Spark twin of Skyquake, which is that's why I'm saying I want to get the Skyquake as well. Having these two would be awesome. You know, it would be awesome, like a hot dog. I want to mention something here. This guy, if you want to spend the money on him and then you want to repaint him, could be repainted as Depth Charge. Maybe a BotCon Depth Charge next year, because he's got the face. Well, him and Skyquake are identical. They've got a kind of Depth Charge face, and the colours are quite Depth Charge, apart from the blue's obviously darker. So yeah, lovely. Obviously the light piping as usual. They've painted over the eyes, as they do. As Hasbro are doing every time. But there we go. There is the Dreadwing in his entirety. Yeah, I recommend getting this guy. You find him, get him. Just get him. Because I got a feeling he's going to be one of those ones that is difficult to find after a while. This was my last review of this year, 2012. I'll probably see you again in the new year, but I don't know when it will be, because I've got working a lot in the new year. I've been Will. You've been you. This was Transformers Prime, RID, Dreadwing. I hope you all have a fantastic new year. Don't get too hammered. And I'll see you in the new year. So I bid you all adieu.